Dear students, today we are going to continue the third chapter. So we have to complete two more topics. So before that, today we are going to see two word problems in the last exercise. Then we go to the topic I left one topic. Two topics we left in that. So we will continue that. One is solving linear equations, two variables in graphical method. Another one is checking the conditions. So how to find the value of k using the relation between two equations. That we see later of this video. Let us see this question. The question says two women and 5 men can together finish embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one man and one woman alone to finish the work, and also that taken by one man alone. So it is easy question, but we have to understand one particular thing. If you understand that, it is very easy. See, so we have to find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work. Okay, അതായത് ഒരു വുമൻ മാത്രം ആ എംബ്രോയിഡറി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുവാണെങ്കിൽ how much days she takes, or how much days a man can take, അതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഫൈൻഡ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. So here I am taking for example, this is an embroidery work. One woman taking 5 days to complete all the works. 5 days all the works. Okay, and we can imagine that first day she completes one small part, second day another small part, third day another third part, and fourth day another part, and fifth day she completes. So first day she completes, for one day she completes her 1 day's work. We can calculate among 5 parts. 5 days work we have divided into 5 parts. So 1 day's work, we can say 1 day's work as 1 by 5. So among 5 parts, it is 1 day's work. Here we don't know the number of days, so we keep the number of days as x days for women and y days for men. For x days on complete 1 day's work, same way we can write as 1 by x. So one woman's 1 day's work is 1 by x, and one man's 1 day's work as, we can take it as 1 by y. So number of days taken by men, we can take it as y days. So 1 day's work of one man, we can say it as 1 by y. ഇതെങ്ങനെയാണ് 1 by y 1 by x എന്ന് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തന്നു. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പറയാം, 5 ഡേയ്സും കൊണ്ട് തീർക്കുന്ന വർക്ക് നമുക്ക് 5 പാർട്സ് ആയിട്ട് പിരിക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഡേയ്സിൻ്റെ വർക്ക് നമുക്ക് 1 by 5 എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റും. അതേപോലെ x ഡേയ്സ് ആണെങ്കിൽ 1 by x, y ഡേയ്സ് ആണെങ്കിൽ 1 by y. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം നമ്മൾ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. So let us take the time taken by so we have to find the time taken by one woman alone. So we can write that, let the time taken by one woman is equal to x days, and time taken by one man is equal to y days. One man is equal to y days. So one woman's 1 day's work, we can write one woman's 1 day work is equal to 1 by x. One man's 1 day work is equal to 1 by y. So we have taken like that. Now in this question it says that two women, so one woman's 1 day's work is 1 by x. Two women and 5 men can together can finish the embroidery work in 4 days. So that we are going to convert into a equation. Okay, this we have written. I am going to erase this one. So 2 women and 5 men can together, means we have to add it, can finish the embroidery work in 4 days. We are finishing the work in 4 days. Okay. So we are going to calculate two women's 1 day's work. So 2 women's 1 day's work means 1 woman's 1 day's work into 2 women's 1 day's work. So into 2. There are 2 women's. Same way, 1 man's 1 day work. Same way, there are 5 men's are there. So 5 into 1 day's work. 2 into 1 day's work plus 5 into 1 day's work. Here it is because of it is a men's, so we have kept it 1 by y equal to, same way, 4 days. They are completing a work in 4 days. One work they are completing in 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1 day, how much they complete? They complete 1 day in only one part. That one part we say it is a 1 by 4. So it is 1 by 4. This we can write as 2. So let it be like that. And second one, 3 women. 3 women's 1 day's work plus 6 men's. 6 men's 1 day's work is equal to 3. 3 is given. So we have to write 1 by 3. 1 day's work. So now we can put 1 by x is equal to q and 1 by y is equal to p. P and q we can change. 1 by x is equal to p and 1 by y is equal to q. Then we can substitute and finally we can find the answer as we did in the previous questions. Now I didn't solve. ഞാൻ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. കാത് കൊടുത്ത് കേൾക്കണം. ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് this is not completed. So I am leaving you to complete this question. Okay. Let us see the next question. Exercise 3.6, question number 2, Roman letter 3. We are saying Ruhi travels 300 kilometers to her home partly by train and partly by bus. Ruhi travels her home 300 kilometers, okay, by bus and train. The first condition, if she takes 4 hours, she takes 4 hours journey. If she takes 60 kilometers by train and remaining by the bus. The second condition, if she travels 100 kilometers by train and remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes more longer, 4 hours and 10 minutes, which means find the speed of the train and the speed of the bus separately. So we should find the speed of the train and bus. So we can write the solution as, so we have to keep the, let the speed of train is equal to x kilometer per hour. Okay, we can convert into hour because it given kilometer and hour. Okay, and the speed of of bus is equal to y kilometer per hour. Okay, the two cases, Ruhi starts from one place to her home. The distance she travels 300 kilometer. The first case, she goes up to 60 kilometer. First 60 kilometer by train, and remaining, what is remaining? 300 minus 60 is 240 kilometer by bus. The first case. The second case, she travels the first 100 kilometer by train, remaining 200 kilometer by bus. So these are the two cases. So they have given time. The previous two questions we have equated to time. So here also we are equating to time. Time lottana nammal equate cheyendathu. So time formula what? What is how do you calculate time is equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. So we can calculate the time taken to travel by train. How do you calculate? Distance 60 kilometer by speed is x. So 60 by x plus 240, 240 is the distance traveled by bus. So 240 by y, which is equal to the time taken, it is 4 hours. The same way we can write for a second case also. 100 kilometer distance traveled by train by the speed. So distance by speed 100 by x plus 200 by y, which is equal to 4 hours and 10 minutes. So let us write this as a equation. So 60 by x plus 240 by y is equal to 4 hours. So second one, 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 4 hours and it is given 10 minutes. 4 hours and 10 minutes. This 4 hours and 10 minutes we can convert as, we can write the second equation, 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 4 hours. We can write 60 by 10 by 60. So when you divide by 60, it will be converted into hours. So this further we can this 0 0 we can cut it, and simply we get 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to, we get as 4 1 by 6. 4 1 by 6 further we can simplify. We can write 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to, when we multiply 4 6 are 24 plus 1 25. So 25 by 6. We can simplify as 25 plus by 6. Now we can substitute 1 by x value and 1 by y value. And we can questions practice either 1 by x in the value, 1 by y in the value, p in the substitute here. 1 by x is equal to p and 1 by y equal to q, and substitute, and first finally find the value of x and y, that is the speed of the train and the speed of the bus. Hope you understood. Let us see the next topic. Let us see the comparison of ratios A1 by A2 and A2 by B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. We are going to see the relation between these three ratios. If A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2, we have already seen, then we are having a revision. If it is like that, it is we say that it is a intersecting lines. If it is a intersecting lines, we say it is a consistent. Intersecting lines, we say that consistent pair of linear equation, and it has unique solution. If it is a parallel, then we say it is if A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. If it is like that, it is a parallel. If parallel lines, we say it is a inconsistent. So intersecting lines we say is consistent, parallel lines we say inconsistent, it has no solution. And if A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, we say it is a coincident pair of linear equation. If it is a coincident pair of linear equation, then it is we also say it is a dependent pair of linear equation, and it has infinite solution. Let us see for this one. Let us write A1 value as 5 and B1 value as -4 and C1 value we can write as 8, and A2 value is equal to 7, B2 value as 6 and C2 value as -9. Let us compare A1 by A2. What is A1 by A2? We are getting 5 by 7. Okay, and second B1 by B2. Let us see B1 by B2 is equal to -4 by 6. When we simplify, -2 by 3. Let us simplify this one. C1 by C2 is equal to 8 by -9. So if you see, all three are not equal. In this one we can understand from A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Let us understand therefore A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So therefore we can say that the given pair of linear equation intersect. So we say that it is intersect. Also we can say that consistent. Intersect. Also we can say it is a consistent pair of linear equation. It has a unique solution. These information we can say. So for എന്താണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ വെദർ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റിംഗ് പാരലൽ കോയിൻസിഡൻറ്റ്. സോ ദീസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ മൂന്നാണ് ചോദിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ സോ A1 by A2 നോട്ട് ഈക്വൽ ടു B1 by B2 ആയി കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ ഗിവൻ പെയർ ഓഫ് ലീനിയർ ഇക്വേഷൻ ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റ് ഈച്ച് അതർ പാരലൽ ടു ഈച്ച് അതർ. നമുക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ദിസ് കണ്ടീഷൻ സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ ആയ പാരലൽ ടു ഈച്ച് അതർ പറയാം, ഓർ കോയിൻസിഡൻറ്റ് ടു ഈച്ച് അതർ കോയിൻസിഡൻറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയാം. So we can try if you ask consistent or inconsistent, that also we can check it. എല്ലാം സെയിം ആണ് നമ്മൾ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ മൂന്ന് കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ അറിയേണ്ടത്. കൺസിസ്റ്റൻ്റ് ആയെങ്കിൽ ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റിംഗ് ആണ് യുണീക്ക് സൊല്യൂഷൻ. ഇൻകൺസിസ്റ്റൻറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ പാരലൽ നോ സൊല്യൂഷൻ. ഡിപ്പെൻഡൻറ്റ് ഇസ് കോയിൻസിഡൻറ്റ് ഇൻഫിനിറ്റ് മെനി സൊല്യൂഷൻ. So let us say another question. Let us understand this example 16. For which value of k will the following pair of linear equation have infinitely many solutions? We have given the two pair of linear equations here. The coefficient we can take it as A1 by A2 as k by 12, B1 by B2 as 3 by k, and C1 by C2 as k by 3, k minus 3 by k. We can take it as to have infinitely many solutions for equations. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 and equal to C1 by C2 ആയിരിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് മൂന്നും ഈക്വൽ ആണെങ്കിലാണ് ഫോർ എ പെയർ ഓഫ് ലീനിയർ ഇക്വേഷൻസ് ടു ഹാവ് എ ലീനിയർ ഇക്വേഷൻ ദിസ് കണ്ടീഷൻ ഷുഡ് സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ. സോ ആ കണ്ടീഷൻ നമുക്കിവിടെ എഴുതാം. സോ വി ഹാവ് k by 12 is equal to 3 by k is equal to k minus 3 by k. ഇനി ആദ്യത്തെ രണ്ട് വാല്യൂസ് എടുത്തിട്ട് നമുക്കൊന്ന് we can take first two values. We can compare first two ratios. We have taken first two ratios and we can multiply, cross multiplication, just to multiply these two. K square is equal to these two numbers 36. So k is equal to plus or minus square root of 36. That is nothing but plus or minus 6. Okay. Then we can take these two conditions, second and third. 3 by k is equal to k minus 3 into by k. മൂന്നും ഈക്വലായ കാരണമാണ് നമ്മൾ മൂന്നെടുത്ത് ഒന്ന് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ഒന്ന് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് നോക്കണം. നൗ വി ക്യാൻ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് k into k minus 3 is equal to 3k. ഓക്കെ, ഈ k അങ്ങോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോയി മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്താൽ k minus 3 ഡിവിഷൻ ആവും is equal to 3k by k എന്നാവും. k ക്യാൻസൽ ആവും. So what will be remaining? 3k by k will be cancelled. So k minus 3 is equal to 3. Further if you write k is equal to 3 plus 3, k is equal to 6. So we got here plus 6 and minus 6. In this one we got only plus 6. So we can understand that in both cases we are getting plus 6. Okay, so the k value, find the value of k. Okay, find the for which value of so finally നമ്മുടെ ആൻസർ സെൻറ്റൻസിൽ എഴുതണമെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല പ്രസൻറ്റേഷൻ മാർക്കിന് വെറുതെ ബോർഡിലുള്ളത് മാത്രം എഴുതി വെക്കരുത്. ഫൈനൽ ആൻസർ ഞാൻ എപ്പോഴും പറയാറുണ്ട്, ഫൈനൽ ആൻസർ നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും സെൻറ്റൻസിൽ എഴുതി അയക്കണം. ഇപ്പോൾ സെൻറ്റൻസിൽ നമ്മൾ എഴുതേണ്ടത് we have to write for what value of k എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് അല്ലേ. So we have to write the k is equal to 6. Okay, k is equal to 6. The equation, the following equation will have infinitely many solutions. Or you have to say the given equations. For k is equal to 6, the given pair of linear equation will have infinitely many solutions. എഴുതിയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ആൻസർ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കേണ്ടത്. Okay, hope you understood today's class. See you in the next class. Thank you for watching.